When people think about racing in Florida, nowadays, events like NASCAR come to mind, or IndyCar, or even the Sebring 12-hour, sanctioned by IMSA. What history has shown is that the Sunshine State has had a history of road racing at various tracks. Here on the Inside Drive, we turn the pages back to where Florida Grand Prix racing all started. After the end of World War II, a certain military airfield was discontinued, located in rural central Florida. It was called Hendricks Army Airfield, on the training base for B-17 pilots. Ullman had a vision to build a racetrack in America to have a sports car race that emulated the 24 Hours of Le Mans. On New Year's Eve in 1950, Ullman made it happen in the form of the 6-hour Sam Collier Memorial Race 75 years ago. Thus, Sebring became the birthplace of American road racing, not just Florida Grand Prix racing. Sebring International Raceway grew slowly in popularity with the sports car crowd, ushering in the inaugural 12 Hours of Sebring. And so the world took notice, and Sebring became an official home of a major international endurance race. But the buck did not stop there. In 1959, Sebring hosted the first U.S. Formula One race. However, the history books showed that poor attendance and high costs prevented Sebring from having another F1 race under the U.S. Grand Prix name, and so Formula One went to Riverside the next year. In the years that followed, Sebring underwent various changes to its course layout, not just seeing various race cars tear up the tarmac. Even a certain famous movie star or two came out to race, such as Steve McQueen. Along with it, Sebring went through its share of growing pains. Like most things in life, time healed the wounds of struggle. And the love for racing never died. In the middle of Sebring's growing presence, other Florida Grand Prix racetracks began sprouting up from the ground.